Hello, this is Padge and welcome to another episode of Padge Plays YOLO Edition. This time with the game Convoy by Convoy Games. What came first? The game? The studio? It seems very convenient that they both share the same name. So, I think there's a little bit of forethought there. It's not just like someone's just woken up and gone, I don't know, let's make a game called Convoy, but let's make ourselves Convoy Games, just so people know it's our game. No. It's obviously all pre-planned, I feel. Pre-planned. But hey, what is it? What is Convoy? It is basically an FTL clone in a Mad Max style of universe. So you have this big ship in front of you, this big green ship called Mercury 0451. That means there's 450 other versions of this before. So I'd like to think this is one of the more advanced ones, but there is a 0 right at the start, which could possibly mean there's thousands of them, in which case we're one of the first, and that's why we broke down, because we're rubbish. We're a prototype. But hey, we crashed on this planet, this supposed post-apocalyptic desert style planet, but it does have a canteen hotel in the background, so it can't be that post-apocalyptic and desert like, can it? And there's plenty of people about. I don't think they've all come off the ship. Maybe they have, I don't know, but anyway. I digress. Our ship has blown up in space. We've had to make an emergency landing on this post-apocalyptic desert style planet, and we are tasked with finding 4 different parts for the ship. We have an MCV, or a mobile command vehicle if you will, and we start with 2 vehicles which help protect that MCV, and we are basically just going around running into random encounters, trying to find these parts and basically upgrading our convoy enough to be able to get everything we need to bring everything back to the ship and, well, hopefully get the hell out of here, get off this this godforsaken planet. But without further ado, I think we better just crack on in and we can hit stuff as it comes up. So, new game. Now, I will just say there are several different... Oh, I've opened some stuff up. Oh. As I do with most of these games, I do try and play them. I've played this for about an hour and a quarter, and I've had about 3 different playthroughs. The first 2 were ridiculous. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. But the last time I played, I actually did very well. And it was getting to the point, it was getting late in the night, and I was like, oh, should I just kill myself off so I can start afresh for the recording? I was like, no, I'm going to play it properly. And I really put my head down, and that's when I died, which was really annoying. But yes, as it stands, you can find different startup vehicles. Because I haven't been playing that long, this is all we've got right now. So I've got those. Oh, I've got those. And as you can see, you have different colour squares. This represents what can actually go on that vehicle. The red square represents weapons. The yellow square represents utilities. The MCV itself has its own set of power-ups you can get. But as it stands right now, I don't know. I don't know if I want utilities or just weapons. Before, I started on the top one. But there's not a lot of difference, really, is there? We could go for the super-duper ones. But I feel like that's copping out. We should probably just play it vanilla, and we'll take it from there. You can also name them if you want. What's the first one going to be called? Big Niner. And then we've got the MCV. That's going to be called Greenstone. And then we have Unit 2, which is going to be Clear Sky. That'll do. That'll do. Let's not get too fancy. And as you can see at the top, we have easy, normal, and hard. Now, I've played it on easy. That was pretty difficult. I think, considering this is the YOLO edition, I think I owe it to you guys to play it on normal. So we shall do that. As you can see, we start off with less fuel and less parts. Parts is your currency, if you will, and fuel you obviously burn as you travel around. So we'll start on normal and see how far we get on with this. Hey ho. So here we go. Welcome to Convoy. After enjoying an unexpected solar flare, your spaceship was forced to make an emergency landing on the planet Omek Prime due to critical damage to its primary systems. The captain has ordered you to traverse the planet in search of replacement parts. Obtaining these will allow the spaceship to continue its mission. Continue. Now I'm going to go for it. We'll go. It's all about story on this channel, so we're gonna see through this story. So let's continue. The captain wants you to collect the following parts and bring them to the spaceship. The blue R99X chip, the compression coil, multicellulose infused ethanol, and sonic screws. Now, I will just say, it's only the sonic screws which I've had to pick up before. The others are new to me. So just so you know. Omek Prime is a world filled with danger. 3 factions vie for control of the planet. They are the privateers, the raiders, and the T.O.R.V.A.K. Managing to survive in this harsh world where most arguments are settled with violence is key to your success. Any questions? We'll go through the factions very quickly. The privateers adhere to the old pirate code of those that sailed the 7 seas on planet old Earth. They are obsessed with wealth and frequently try to bully travellers into handing over their valuables. Privateer vehicles tend to be composed of whatever they've managed to pillage. This is why they are often spotted sporting T.O.R.V.A.K shield generators and other equipment. Their vehicles tend to be slower though. They are recognisable on the map by their green colour, so look out for the green. We then have raiders. They are ruthless and a bloodthirsty bunch. They delight in the suffering of others, often attacking travellers simply for the pleasure of combat. Raiders favour vehicles with loads of weapons. They tend to forego utility slots in favour of more weapon slots. This makes most of their vehicles glass cannons that need to be destroyed before they get any serious damage in. They are recognisable on the map by their red colour. And then we have the T.O.R.V.A.K. The T.O.R.V.A.K are a mysterious group that favour technology over sheer numbers. They seek technological advancement in everything they do, exterminating everything and everyone that stands in the way of their perceived best course of action. Typical robots, pretty much. Their vehicles usually have a balanced mix between weapon and utility slots. Whilst their light units are quite fast, their bigger ones trade speed for bulky armour. They are recognisable on the map by their blue colour. So there we go. Do we have any questions about objectives? Not really. Yeah, it's all very boring, really. We won't worry about those. All we need to know as head of this convoy is that we've got to go find stuff. That's all we need to know. Tell me what it's called, point me in the right direction, and that's it. I'm great. I'm good. Good to go. Never mind, let's go. So, this is the map. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a faction territory down here. So we've got the green, which is the privateers, and the red to the side, which is the raiders. This is our ship, which we can do as points of interest by just clicking on it, and it will tell us in which direction we need to go. The lighter parts of the map represent higher altitude, so hills and whatnot. Generally, the higher it is, the more fuel you will use to get over it. Now, the one thing to take into account here is we've got 4 different bits to find. We can only ever carry 2 at a time, so we are going to have to come back to this ship at some point. The other main thing which is worth mentioning right now is the fact that we are going to be repairing and upgrading our convoy as and when we can. This is done by finding the nearest camp, which as you can see is 144 kilometers to our west. I'm terrible with compass points. To our west. And when we're there, we can press the big camp button up in the top corner and do the necessary upgrades and repairs. But hey-ho, hey-ho, hey-ho. We could crack on with these. This one's 253 kilometers away, 231, 197, 176. I say we head in the direction of the sonic screws, which is sort of southwesterly. And then as we come across stuff on the map, I'll point out what's going on. So, sonic screws. T.O.R.V.A.K has numerous production facilities on Omek Prime. Presumably one of those produces sonic screws. More information could be obtained by finding one of their intelligence hubs. Now we right click to move on around, and well, this is just moving around. Obviously when you use roads, you are moving quicker than you would be over rough terrain, so that helps with the fuel. Right, I'm going to stop here. Right, so what can happen is you will have random events just pop on up. You've got no control over those, but every so often you do come across these yellow sort of radar type signs. These are predetermined encounters. They're still randomized, but they are places you can head to if you want to engage in an activity, be it fighting or a multiple choice scenario. So with that being said, the fact we need ways to upgrade and refuel, let's hit it. The signal originates from a T.O.R.V.A.K checkpoint. They're trying to radio your convoy. Now, what you've got to remember is they are all hostile to us. So we can attack it, we can get out of here, or we can talk to them. I would probably say they're trying to radio us. So they know we're here, so it's not like we can get the jump on them. Let's open the channels. Upon opening your channel or radio channels, you hear a robotic sounding voice state. Identity confirmed. Move in to engage. The radio connection is cut immediately afterwards. A pitch black obelisk emerges from within the checkpoint, while several T.O.R.V.A.K vehicles move out from within. The top of the obelisk seems to be pulsating with deep red light. It seems ominous. A bit like the obelisks you used to find in Command & Conquer. And there's a reason I mention that in a second. But by the by, let's prepare to fight. So, here we go. So, like an FTL game, we can pause at any time by pressing space, which is handy because at times a lot of crap is going on. Now, we have very basic weapons on our vehicles at the moment. Can you hear the sound? To me, they sound very much like the old Command and Conquer games when you used to select units, which I find very cool. Which, again, reverts back to me saying about the obelisk, because that is also a Command and Conquer Red Alert weapon, I think it was, the obelisk, but don't hold me to that. So let's crack on first. So we're against 3. Because we're quite weak at the moment, I like to use both vehicles aiming at the same person. You can move and attack at different times. The green circle around represents the field of, oh sorry, should I say the range of the weapons you currently have equipped. You can change weapons. The MCV also comes with special abilities. This represents those grey squares we were looking at earlier. The first one you start off with is the EMP blaster, so we can actually disable one of these vehicles from the off. I don't think it matters too much unless they have lasers or shields on them. I do believe they can still move, but obviously being able to disable one when you're up against 3 and you've only got 2 people who can attack because your MCV cannot attack is useful. So with that being said, we are going to shut him down. We're going to bring you guys together. Now there is line of sight. Gotta move these guys up first. There we go. Right, so they're moving to flank us. So you move back, you move up, and start bloody attacking him. So we've got cannon and machine guns. Cannons are good. Most vehicles have armor and health. Now, depending on what sort of weapon you have, it can differ on how much damage you're actually going to do for them. The machine gun is okay as a general weapon. The cannon's better on health rather than armor. But obviously it does mean that they don't get as much hitting in. Now, the other thing to notice here, we have some red skulls coming up. These are obstacles in the road which you cannot avoid, and if you run into them, you will die horribly. Now, the thing to keep in mind with this game is, as well as shooting, you can barge the opposition into the way of things. So that being said, we're going to move you to not there, to there. So if he tries to move up too far, we can try and block him off, and he will hopefully hit the wall, because this guy will be down in 1 second. You can start working on him, and we'll disable that one just to help him not move out of the way. Yes, Captain. Oh dear. Can you still hit him? You can't. You pull back and take him on. Oh, you cheeky boy. Right, he's down. So you aim at him and pull on up. Don't have to worry about this guy because he's not going to be able to move out. Oh, that's cheeky. He's gone the other side of the thing. Okay, that's fine. So let us concentrate on this guy. So you move up to there, you move to there and take him on. We'll disable this guy again. Just keep him, well, not doing a lot, basically. We could at this point move one guy to here to block him from moving. If he's got better acceleration or handling than us, he might not get out of the way. But as you can see, he's doing all right. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing. There's no denying that guy. So he's down. We're going to move you now to there. You to there. And I want you guys to take down the last person. Now, we have the opportunity here of blocking this guy in if we are clever. Right, stop. Let's get him there. He might not be able to move out of the way. He can't! Boom! And that's it. We've won. That's how the game plays out. Oh, we've picked up an item. So we have 8 fuel off that. We have 33 parts. And we have a chainsaw, which is going to help with ramming, because I've had those before. The checkpoint and its obelisk don't show any signs of life, even. You can try to approach it, although you're not sure if that obelisk will start firing. Let's investigate. Upon approach, the obelisk sends out a final armor-shredding shockwave before remaining dormant. Upon inspection of the checkpoint, you shut down the obelisk and all equipment and manage to recover an additional 40 parts. Awesome. Now, the other thing which you can do, once you've completed this, you can actually carry on playing. Oh my god, I don't know what's going on then. I personally like to put one either side, because you never know where the vehicles are going to be coming from at the start of the run, and wherever you leave them at the end of one run, they start at the next. So it's always best to have them surrounding your MCV. And we're done. So we have a chainsaw, a retractable weapon that adds extra damage to a ramming attack, which is okay. But I am very aware that we've got no armor left on these guys, and our health has taken a hit. I don't know how well we're going to do against the next run. So let's find a camp. 82 in the opposite direction, of course. Oh, there we go. And this is one of the random ones. You come across a lone figure wandering the wastelands. It appears to be a blind man in brown robes. Well, let's stop and talk to him. The man looks straight at your convoy despite being blind and proclaims, "Empathy must be limited. Ultimately, the empathetic gift blurs the boundaries between hunter and victim, between the successful and the defeated." You are suddenly surrounded by a blinding flash. The blind man has disappeared. Time to leave. Basically, what he's saying is, and this is what I found out in my first few playthroughs, you need to play like a bit of a dick in order to do well at this. That means killing people indiscriminately at times. Survival of the fittest and all that. So with that in mind, let's see if we can find this camp. Oh, we've got another random one. Let's go for another random one. Why not? You drive past a T.O.R.V.A.K corporation checkpoint. They attempt to radio you. I've done this before. We're gonna do this again. We don't deal with them. Attack. We learned from last time. So where are you? What do you want? Who are you? 3. Right. Let's bring you up to here. And you up to there. We're gonna minimise the attack from you, and you, sir, are going to be our first to be hit. Now, I did say there's line of sight, so we can't actually use him being there now. Move you up a bit. Change my mind. Come on, this way. Oh, you're going long, so let's focus on you. And really, the thing I've learned over the past few goes on this game is if you're going to lose badly, it's going to be quickly. So at least it's not going to be drawn out too much. Come on down. And you've got a laser, so we shall stun you, and then we'll work on you next. Health is not doing well. You pull down, and you pull down. Aim at this bastard now. Oh, he stunned us. Oh, right. Okay, so we might have a problem here. So we want you to pull over to there, and you to pull into... Oh, he's stunned. That could be bad. That could be bad. Quickly! Hopefully that'll No, he's not going to get there in time, is he, bastard? Okay, right. So we'll attack you for the time being, because we can't attack anyone else right now. And we shall shut you off, being a laser. So he's hemmed in right now. We can ram, although we would take damage from doing so. Oh my life! When our health is not doing well at all. We might end up losing a vehicle here. That'd be a terrible start. I'll tell you what. We're gonna attempt to ram, but it has to be quick. No, not quick enough. So you need to move up there, sharpish friend. Ooh, okay, right. So I need you attacking that guy. You can just move ahead. We'll shut him down. And hopefully that guy can finish him off pretty sharpish. Oh, my life. Close, close. Awesome. Awesome. We did that by the skin of our teeth. You find some loot on the wrecks. Oh, we have the Taunter item. Amidst the wreckage of the T.O.R.V.A.K checkpoint, you find a mysterious cargo crate named Milspec ED209. Well, let's investigate. It appears to be some sort of humanoid robot. One of your fingers... Sorry, one of my fingers? Where the hell did that come from? One of your engineers comes up to you and claims, we could try selling it on the black market, or I could have a look at it myself to see if I can figure it out, if it's worth something. Let's have a look at it. Your engineer opens up the Milspec cargo. It appears to be some sort of humanoid robotic figure. He starts tinkering with it. Cross your fingers. Your engineer accidentally powered up the Milspec. I am now authorized to use physical force. It starts firing at your vehicles. Oh, crap. One of your vehicles got hit by the rogue robot. Attempt to shut it down. As your engineers try to shut it down, the robot fires another shot at your vehicles. It doesn't show any signs of stopping. Keep trying. After another successful hit, your engineers finally manage to shut the robot down. Deeming it unsafe to try anything else, your engineers decide to trash it for parts. So we got 72 parts and 11 fuel. Have I lost clear sky by doing that? Have I lost clear sky? No, thank God for that. Right, okay. So we're going to move you to there, you to there. Get into place, please. Places. Awesome. Right, we definitely have no more messing about. We need to get to this camp. 61 kilometers away. It's a long way. Stuff might happen. Stuff might happen. Please don't. Cool. So, this is our camp screen. First things first, we need to repair. So, you just do that by clicking on the vehicles themselves. A bit like that. So, there we go. That is everything repaired up to date. This is where we can now add on items or we can pop to the shop. We can also upgrade the vehicles we have. I'm going to have a quick look in the shop before we do anything. What the hell are you? Super heavy laser. Massive laser that can be targeted manually while firing. Damages anything in its path. Ooh. That's a chunky monkey, but we don't have enough to be able to buy that. What are you? EMP blaster. Fires an EMP blast that collapses shield or stuns a target for a short time. Not too fussed by that. We're okay for fuel, so I'm guessing we're just going to be upgrading our vehicles. With that being said, you can take an extra red and you can take a yellow, which works out. So we have this taunter, which is a fierce device causing anyone attacked by it to fight back. So this is going to be our lead vehicle, I presume. With that being said, we're probably best upgrading our health and our armor first, but we'll come to him in a second. You, sir, can have the chainsaw. There we go. So that will be our ramming vehicle. Again, health and armor is probably best for that. Only costs us 10 parts. That's not a lot really. We have quite a few parts. So let's go back to our taunter first. We want your health going up 2 with your armor. We'll put the range up as well. I'm not too worried about the mine guard. That'll do for you. And then you, we'll do those. I think they're important. And this is going to be a ramming machine. So range and handling, I'll probably say for that one. We need it to be able to move quick. Handling is how quick it moves on your order. So that'll do on that. And I think we're done. We can upgrade our MCV. Generally, at this early stage, we're okay. I don't think we're going to need too much help as far as that's concerned. Although health and armor will need to go up at some point. But let's get it back out there. Back on the road. Back on the road. Oh, what were we doing? We were doing sonic screws, weren't we? 106. Right, let's get back on this. Oh, you hear a voice on the radio. You have passed a T.O.R.V.A.K checkpoint. We require 35 parts for use of our road. Best things in life are free, friend. Several T.O.R.V.A.K vehicles approach you. Prepare for annihilation. Oh dear. Okay, where are you coming from? Right, let's pause it there. This guy down here has a shield. That's where our EMP blast is going to come in very useful. I haven't played the game long enough to be able to identify from the off what weapons these guys have. What I do know is this guy has a cannon. This guy has a machine gun. I think this guy has a laser. So we're probably best focusing on him first. With that being said, let's move you forward 2. You can fall in behind. And we want you attacking this guy as soon as you can. Are you moving down? You moving down? Why aren't you moving down? Move down. Right, now you've hit. I need you to hit this guy. And I need you to hit this guy before you go back. That means everyone now should be firing on my taunter. So let's concentrate on taking down the laser guy first, and then we'll focus on the rest. Thankfully, because it's still quite... That was a mine. Should have noticed that. Never mind. Right, so that is that guy down. We're now going to move you guys back. Who's got the cannon? It's this front guy, isn't it? Let's move you forward. Start taking this guy out. Oh, he's still alive. Cheeky. Oh dear. I think I pulled him off prematurely. That's not good. Bear with me. Right, that's that guy taking care of. Now aim for that guy. Have I got this the wrong way around? Is that guy... That's the guy with the cannon, isn't it? That's the guy with the machine gun. Oh my god. Okay. You need to come for him then. So if you can pull back to there, you to there, we should be fine with that. And we shall put this guy into... Yeah, that. I think we'll pull you forward and you up. Oh, we could actually keep this guy from being able to get out of here. No, let's play by ear. We might be able to... In fact, he's going to die before, isn't he? He's down. He's down. Right, so you take on you. You take on you and move up. And let's pause him. Let's EMP that bastard. The only thing about being right at the front is you've got less chance of seeing stuff. With that being said, though... Let's block him in first. Or shall we not? No, let's move back. It'd be good to see what's coming on. He's down, right. So you move in, sharpish. Whew, you find some loot in the wrecks. Goody, good, good. I need to sort you guys out. So if you come back there. You to there, you to there. That was bad. Our Taunter definitely needs more health. I might have to go back to that camp. In fact, let's do it. Let's just go back. We're not that far away. Cool. Repair. Everyone else is okay. Can we actually upgrade anything on this guy? If... No. No, we need 30 parts. And we've got nothing to sell either, have we? Rubbish. Okay, well, we'll do one more thing in this part, and then we'll call it quits and see what comes up. I'm hoping we don't get shafted too much. Only 52 kilometers away. I tell you what, let's go through this valley. There it is. Look at that. Over the hill and far away. Oh, rubbish. There are so many ways to describe sand, and at this point you've run out of them. Okay, thank you. According to your data, a T.O.R.V.A.K intelligence hub should be somewhere around this area. Oh, let's investigate. After a brief investigation, you spot a massive building with the obvious signs of T.O.R.V.A.K technology. This should be the intelligence hub you've been looking for. Numerous T.O.R.V.A.K vehicles patrol the area around it, whilst the facility itself has some impressive-looking auto turrets. Don't really feel like I'm in the position to attack right now. If it has auto turrets. We could radio the facility, I suppose. We are T.O.R.V.A.K, state your business. Inquire after Sonic. Ask for a job. I suppose if we ask for a job, they might give us the screws, although they hate us completely. What's the worst that can happen? We are pleased to inform you that we seek assistance that would suit one such as yourself. Some of our vehicles near the area have malfunctioned and gone rogue. Since it would be unfitting for T.O.R.V.A.K to be seen fighting its own vehicles, we desire you to destroy them. You'll be properly rewarded upon full annihilation of the rogue vehicles. What's the payment? Calculations dictate that 200 parts will be sufficient to cover your time spent probable damage to your vehicles. Please do not let us detain you. How about Sonic screws instead? That transaction would also be acceptable. You'll be rewarded an ample supply of Sonic screws upon destruction of the rogue vehicles. Great! Where are we going? We're going, wow, 254 kilometers north. So I guess that's where we're going in the next episode. So thank you for watching. As always, a like is appreciated, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy.